and welcome back, Wargamers. This is Battleshock Wargaming Studio. In today's video, we are going to be playing Age of Sigmar, you know what it is, from the new General's Handbook 2022. Michael, what do we got going on today, man?
So today we're going to be bringing my Nighthaunt with the Scarlet Doom subfaction. So that's
Scarlet Doom!
Fantastic. And we're going to be bringing it against the new Khorne because they got a new update and they have a bunch of new rules and we really want to see what they can do.
Yeah, now we've played with the new White Dwarf update before, but not since the General's Handbook has changed. So now there's bounty hunters, magic is a little bit more viable, endless spells are a little bit more viable. So it should be really interesting to see how they stand up against a ethereal host with spells and things like that. So that should be pretty fun.
I'm really excited about it. Before we get started, we want to do a big shout out to each and every one of our members. We appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. We're still doing our membership drive. We just hit 20 and we're trying to get to 25 because at 25, David, we do a members voted army. So if you're interested in joining,
5 members away. So throw a couple bucks our way. We'll make it worth everybody's while. We'll help to grow our channel and the amount of armies that we have that we can show you. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Really good stuff. Also, big shout out to Baron of Dice, who supplies all of our beautiful dice. Also, check out the description box below. We've got links for how to join our membership service, our Discord, and we also have a promo code for Baron of Dice if you want to get yourself some shiny new dice. So let's go ahead and take a look at the armies.
Let's do it.
What's up, boys and girls? This is my Blades of Khorne army that I'm taking today. They are going to be the Bloodlords faction. So my general is going to be able to move fast, and I have one guy who fights first, which is fantastic. I will be doing lots of summoning and abilities. Here's my general, Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster. He's going to have Slaughterer's Thirst, so he's +4 to move, and he has a cool flail, which sometimes does work, so we'll see what happens. Demons innately reroll 1s to hit, which is really nice, and in this faction, they will reroll 1s to wound against heroes or monsters. Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage, this is going to be the one that has the Halo of Blood, so he is going to be fighting first, which is super scary with that Mega Axe that does outrageous carnage. Here's another Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage. This gentleman is going to have the Harvester of Skulls. He is going to get 1 extra attack to his melee weapon. Up next, we have Bellicor as an ally. He is going to be doing Bellicor things. He's a 2-caster, and he's okay in hand-to-hand combat. Not too bad. Let's get into some squishy heroes. We've got a Slaughter Priest who is going to have Killing Frenzy. He also has Blood Boil, Blood Bind on his War Scroll. 6 wounded, cannot really fight, but does some cool stuff. Then we have a Blood Secrator. Now, if you don't know, you can garrison this guy in the Blood Altar, and that will allow him to cast Invocations, which should be pretty fun. We've got the Axe, the Wrath Axe. It is a little mortal wound bomb. It's impassable, and it's just a beautiful model. I love to include it in my Khorne army. Let's get into some squish. So here's my first unit of squish. 2 units of 10 Blood Reavers. These guys have 3 attacks apiece if they're close to the Blood Secrator, and they're pretty good at dying. Then I have 3 units of 5 Flesh Hounds. Flesh Hounds are great because they make cheap screens, they have a lot of attacks, they're going to be bounty hunters today, and they also can unbind with the Brass Collar of Khorne. Then I have the Skull Altar. I'm allowed to reroll prayers if I'm within 8 of this, and also if you miscast, you take D6 mortal wounds instead of 3 while this is on the battlefield. Here's the beautiful Khorne dice I'm going to be using today. The Sigil is obviously a 6, and I want to see a lot of those, especially when I'm playing with my Bloodthirsters. All right, folks, there it is. The best Blades of Khorne army you've ever seen. Let's take a look at Michael's army.
All right, guys, let's take a look at the Nighthaunt today. We're going to be playing the Scarlet Doom subfaction, which makes my Blade Geist battle line. And then my Blade Geist set out special abilities that they now do mortals on the charge. So they're going to be roaming around just trying to kill everything. Let's take a look at the general today. It's going to be the Guardian of Souls. His artifact power is the Midnight Tome, which is an auto cast artifact, which is pretty cool. And then his command trait is Master of Magic, so that he's going to be re-rolling those casts. Really important for his cast to be able to regen people. Kurdos Valentine is the next guy up. You know, one of my buddies, Kyle, said this is the best guy in the whole army, so I'm giving him a shot and seeing if he's worth it. Reikenor the Grimhailer is here. He's mostly here for his bonuses to cast. He's super fast, he's super bashy, and I love this model. Next up we have the Spirit Torment. This guy brings models back, and he's going to be having my other artifact, the Light Shard of the Harvest Moon. This is a once per battle artifact, which gives me a aura of +1 to the attacks. Super helpful. Next up we have a unit of Chain Gas. They have an aura of +1 to hit. So they're just going to be roaming around and flinging those flails back and forth. We have 2 units of 3 Spirit Host. These are wound batteries for my heroes, and they're going to be taking wounds on a 3-up for my heroes. We have 2 units of Chain Rasps. These are here for little screens and just trying to snag some points. Super helpful little unit. Then we have 2 units of 5 Hex Wraiths. Hex Wraiths have that once they can double move once per turn, so they have a 24-inch movement, super helpful. Then we have this big unit of 20 Blade guys. These are the real damage dealers of the army, and everything really revolves around these guys. And then, one and done, it's the Purple Fun. We're bringing the Purple Sun out today. We know what this guy does. He has an aura of -1 to armor saves, and then zaps things on a 1. And these are the dice we're going to be rolling today. Look for those ghosts. Alright, and that's it.
Here's the battle plan we're playing today. It's called Turf War. It's a good old street fight. So we've got 2 objectives in the center of the battlefield. We're hamburger style, 9 inches away from enemy territory. You're gonna score 1-2 more, and there's only 2 objectives, so we're gonna be smashing into each other. There's some interesting rules here. There's no reserves, which means Michael won't be able to pull stuff off the table. And there's also claustrophobic killing grounds, which means my summoned units will not be able to shoot or charge in the turn in which they were added to the army. So that should be kind of fun. For my battle tactic, I'm gonna do take what's theirs, which is always sketchy about against Nighthaunt, I should say, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And Michael, what are you gonna do for yours?
Dismantle the brave. So I have to kill something with your highest bravery and then keep my general alive.
All right, well, let's get right into this and see who has initiative.
All right, Wargamers, we are about to begin the game, but before we do, this is the point where you comment down below, who are you rooting for today? Is it the Scarlet Doom, or is it the Bloodlords?
I was 11 drops and you were 12.
Yes.
And I have Bellicor, and I'd like to be able to be annoying with him early on. And I also want to kind of get my screens out there and just start dying, man, because Khorne loves to just die.
Sure.
I'm gonna elect to take the first turn. I don't do it very often, but when you got Bellicor in your list, it's a good idea. Battle tactic is going to be against the odds.
Makes sense.
And I'm just gonna take an objective.
Easy peasy. Which objective would you like to take?
I will take this objective. No, you know what? Just in case you roll a cheeky 6 to redeploy, let's pick this one over here.
Sounds good.
Just because I don't have expert conquerors and you do. My heroic action is going to be, let's try to get a command point with my Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster, my general. He does not. And what are you gonna do for your heroic?
Let's go Kurdos, getting a CP.
Okay,
He does.
See if you steal one of my CPs real quick.
On a 5-up? Nope.
Okay, I'm good. I'm going to try to cast Mystic Shield with Bellicor onto my Bloodthirster right here. That goes off with a 6.
Nice.
And you're out of unbind range because I had to put him in the back corner, so I didn't have to re-roll my own casts. If I am within 16 inches of a Blood Secretor, I have to re-roll successful casting rolls. Bellicor's other spell is Enfeeble Foe, and he's not going to be enfeebling anybody anytime soon.
Sure.
So I'm just going to pop an Arcane Bolt.
Oh no!
And he miscasts for D6 for 2.
Okay, thank God. So, and
I see a heroic recovery in my future.
And what causes the D6 miscast?
So my terrain feature has an ability called Witchbane, and
Right.
if you miscast, you take D6 mortal wounds instead of D3. Thank goodness it was only 2, and thank goodness he has 14 wounds. Let's go ahead and do some prayers. The first prayer I'm going to do is I'm going to try to bring out the Wrath Axe with my Blood Secretor. Since he's in the terrain, he gets to be a priest for invocations only, and he can re-roll because he is within 8 inches of the terrain. So let's see what happens. 4 up, it fails, and then we're re-rolling, and it goes off.
Nice.
Wrath Axe in the way. I love it. I've got one more prayer. I'm going to give it to my Bloodthirster right here. It's going to be Killing Frenzy to make him +1 to hit until my next hero phase. It fails, and reroll, and it is successful.
Oh, thank goodness for that reroll.
Yep, so Killing Frenzy means +1 to hit, so he has all-out attack until my next hero phase. Let's go ahead and get into movement, and we'll show you what I did.
Khorne has completed their movement phase. David, walk us through what you got going on over here.
So, Wrath Axe is standing on that objective. After it moved in the hero phase, we've got Blood Reavers that walked forward to get on the other 2 objectives. Trying to get some points early on because Michael has Expert Conquerors on his Chain Rasps. The Fleshhounds are in range to do some unbinds. Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster, 2 Bloodthirsters of Insensate Rage are hanging out, getting ready to move in whatever direction they need to. The one in the middle is my general and has a 14-inch move, so what's nice about that is he can get in whenever he needs to. And then Bellicor decided that he sucks at casting. He took 2 mortal wounds for sucking so hard, so now he's just going to embrace that he might need to reroll his casting rolls, and he has moved forward to join the fun, because he can actually do a fair amount of damage in combat, and he also has Shadow Form, which is much like Ethereal. He has a 4-up non-rendable. That's going to be my turn, just trying to max out points early on and maximize my use of Bellicor's ability. So let's get on to the hero cam and let you know how many points I scored, and then we'll get into Michael's hero phase.
Welcome back, Wargamers. David, what'd you score?
5 points, hold 1, hold 2, hold more. Complete my battle tactic of Against the Odds, and now I'm just standing here waiting for the ghost to get a little bit closer. So let's go ahead and get into Michael's turn.
We're going to do gaining momentum.
Yes.
So we're going to control 2 objectives and destroy 1 unit, and that unit is going to be those little meat bags right there.
Okay, my Blood Reavers are in trouble. That seems pretty easy for a couple reasons. Low bravery, can't inspiring presence, and low armor saves. All that stuff is going to be really good to kill them. So that's a good one. How about heroic action? What do you want to do?
Let's get a command point with Kurdos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kurdos gets one. For my heroic action, I am also going to try to get a command point, because there's really nothing else that I can do at this point. Okay, goes off. I'll give it to my Wrath of Khorne.
Okay. Let's do some casting.
Okay, sounds good. Start of the phase, I am going to use Bellicor's Dark Master ability on your Blade Geists. So we'll just, in the movement and the charge phase, we'll see if they can do anything.
Perfect.
All right, back to you. Start with your casting.
First things first, we're going to use my once per battle from the Guardian, and he's going to, or for that's the Midnight Tome, and he's going to auto cast on 12, and it cannot be unbound. Bring me my Purple Sun.
Purple Fun.
Reikenor doesn't have any cast within range,
Okay.
And that's it. That's it for hero stuff.
So it's the end of the hero phase, so you can go ahead and move your Purple Sun.
Yep.
Michael's done moving the Purple Sun. I think we ought to do some movement.
I think we should.
Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with your Hex Rays that are super bold.
So these Hex Rays did the double move,
Yep.
and to screen that guy out, this is more than an inch. Scoot that guy in. Not coherent.
That's not coherent. Those 2 die.
Perfect.
And this guy's a little closer than 3 inches there. That's good. I did a redeploy of 3 inches just to make a hole for my Bloodthirster to charge. And also, I just stepped off the objective because you've got your Expert Conquerors on it now. So there's no reason to hang out.
Yep.
So just shuffled around a little bit.
These guys were not allowed to move. So I kept my Death Ball of Death in the back, just mostly because I had to.
Let's see if they're allowed to charge. They are. So you can charge if you want.
That's cool. Let's see, there's the Purple Sun. He's a little far away right now. These Hex Rays have moved up. They have a pretty easy charge.
Yep.
Kurdos is waiting for next turn, and then the Expert Conquerors are all on point as well. I moved Reikenor off to the left flank over here, mostly because I want to fight Bellicor with him, so we can get right into charges.
All right, so we've got 1 charge to speak of because everything else ran, and that is the Hex Race. Let's take a look. All right, Michael's got like a 3-inch charge with the Hex Race. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yep.
Okay, he gets a 6, I'm -1 to hit. He's gonna pile me. Michael has finished his charge with the Hex Race. He has shrieked at me because he rolled a 6 to charge, and I am now -1 to hit. Michael does impact hits. Michael, how do your impact hits work?
So it's called Spectral Hunters, and then on a 2-up, it's D3 Mortals.
All right, let's see if it happens.
Yep.
It does?
For 2 Mortals.
Okay, sounds good.
We're gonna all-out attack.
I all-out defense. And I can Inspiring Presence, so why not? So now they have a 5-up save before Rend.
Okay.
So they'll have a 6-up save, and they're Galatian vets, and you're bounty hunters.
Right.
Okay, ready, go.
Ready?
Fight with the horses. Let the horses have some fun.
Okay,
Let's
sure.
see if the horses
Sure.
can kill
2,
the Blood Reapers.
4, 6.
Now, while he's counting up here,
8,
Michael was smart
10.
enough to pile in to where he didn't bring in the Fleshhounds, because Fleshhounds actually have quite a few attacks, and he didn't want none of that. So this should be pretty easy to just snip snap.
Okay, so the hooves first.
And they're 3s and 4s?
3s and 4s, because we're wild now.
Okay.
Okay.
3 auto wounds.
Mm-hmm.
That was strong. That was pretty strong.
4 wounds total.
Okay, no Rend.
No Rend.
5s. I saved 2, fail 2, so 2 go down.
4.
4 go down.
Here we go. 2s.
How many auto wounds?
3.
Okay, let's see if I save them.
Oh, let me finish this. I want to finish.
They're dead, dude.
Let me finish it. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
3 auto wounds.
So 4 total.
Okay, 6s. They're dead.
They're super dead.
1 blood type point. So let's get onto the hero cam and we'll let everybody know how many points you scored. Welcome back after Michael's turn. Michael, how many points you get, buddy?
5 points. Hold 1, hold 2, hold more, and I completed my battle tactic by killing those blood bags.
Yep, blood bags are dead.
Easy peasy.
Now we're gonna get into the roll off. I break ties.
That's right.
So go ahead, Michael.
Hey up. That's only a 2.
It's only a 2.
Only a 2.
Okay, I roll the 4.
Yep.
I'm gonna need to do some thanking. We'll be right back to let you know who's going first, top of battle round 2.
So after a long think, David has finally made a decision. David, what decision have you made?
I decided to go. I can get a battle tactic. I'm gonna have a hard time getting objectives, but I can take care of some screens and annoyances so I can get into the meat of the army. That gives me a chance to get my Wrath Axe chewing into stuff. There's just a lot of fun stuff that can happen right now, so that's what I'm gonna do. I've got 2 command points to your 3. Roll to see if Kurdos steals one.
He does.
He does. My battle tactic is going to be eye for an eye, and I'm going to try to kill this unit of 5 Hex Race right here. For my heroic action, I'm going to try to get a command point.
Nobody cares about you, Bellicor.
I get a command point. I'm going to put that onto my general.
I will try and get a command point with Kurdos. He does not.
Okay. Let's move the Wrath Axe because it starts at, it's at the start of my hero phase.
Okay.
Okay, the Wrath Axe has moved. It went ahead and flew over 1 unit of Hex Race and then landed within 3 of the other. So I'm going to roll 1 dice for the unit it crossed over. That unit is going to take D3 mortal wounds for 3.
6s.
Nice. So 1 mortal wound on the one it crossed over.
Yep. And then what else?
And then it's going to fly up in the air and smash down onto that unit. And nothing happens.
Okay.
So it's just going to chill. For the Slaughter Priest, I am going to do Blood Boil on that same unit. So that unit is going to take D6 mortal wounds on a 4-up. Goes off. So D6 mortal wounds for 4 onto that same Hex Wraith unit.
Save 1.
Okay.
So we're down 2 guys.
Now I'm going to cast Arcane Bolt with Bellicor. And remember, I need to re-roll successful casts, so let's see what happens. That's successful, so let's roll it again. And that's a 7. Would you like to unbind?
So we will try with Reikenor.
Okay, unbound, and then I'm going to try to do Mystic Shield on the same unit I did last time with an 8.
Looking for a 9.
Nice, gets it with a 9. Good unbinds. I want to try to get rid of the Purple Sun. Let's say that my general is going to do it.
Okay.
So I need a 9 on dice to dispel. Okay, so Purple Sun goes away. That's the end of the hero phase for realsies. So let's get into the movement phase and we'll show you what I did.
All right, David has completed his movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
I did not move anything over here because I'm trying to do eye for an eye and I don't want to trigger a redeploy. So these 3 units are standing by. Also, my general is standing by. I left my Blood Secretor in garrison. I have these 2 units, the Bloodthirster and the Fleshhounds, just standing by, getting ready to charge. Bellicor and the other Fleshhounds are moving toward the objective and they're going to charge into some galley vets, hopefully. My general towering behind the Terrain is going to use his Flail and his Hellfire Breath into the unit of Hex Race. So the Hellfire Breath is D3 mortal wounds on a 2-up. It fails. And then the Flail is going to be 3s and 3s. Okay, you got to save.
4 up. Uh-oh.
6 damage.
Cook.
Right.
1 is alive.
1 guy left. Good stuff. Burning Roar from the Fleshhound hits on 2, wounds on 4, fails. Burning Roar from this Fleshhound into the Hex Race, 2, 4. Okay, we got a wound. Saved it, very nice. Now that we're looking at where we want to be looking, let's charge with the Blood Reavers. Add 1 to charge rolls because of the Hornblower. Let's see what they get. Okay, they get an 8. Blood Reavers have finished their charge. I am now going to attempt to charge with the Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage. There he is in all his glory. He's got a 6-inch charge. Let's see what he gets. He gets it with a 6. Okay, he's gonna go in. Let's charge the Fleshhounds. Fleshhounds need an 8-inch charge. They roll a 7. They get to re-roll their charges innately because they're Fleshhounds.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
Let's see. No, they get a 7
again.
again. Yeah. I don't really need them in. All right, 6-inch charge for the Bloodthirster. He fails with a 4. I'm not going to re-roll that. I think he's just going to hang out. I am going to charge with the Fleshhounds that are right in front of him though, and they'll get a 5. Bellicor is going to charge. He gets a 7. And then lastly, I'm going to charge those Fleshhounds that are standing next to Bellicor with an 8. Let's get into monstrous actions, then we'll get into fight phase. Bloodthirster of Insensate is going to roar into the Hex Race. It doesn't happen. And let's go over to Bellicor. Bellicor is just going to do a stomp. Doesn't happen. I'm rolling lots of 1s.
Interesting.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into fight phase. The Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage is going to fight first. I will pop the General's command point for him to be +1 to hit, and he's re-rolling 1s because he's a demon. He's got 6 attacks because of the Blood Secrator. Michael is going to discorporate, bringing him down to 2 command points. So all out attack, we're looking at 3s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, and then we're looking at 2s. To wound. So you've got 3 wounds, and you take 4 mortal wounds into these 2 units.
Okay. So let's do the 4 mortals into the Hex Rays on 5s. I took 1.
Okay. And then they've got 3 saves to make.
And then there's 3 saves. I failed 1.
Okay, d6 damage for 3.
3 on 5s. Okay. Chain rest in the back. 6 up, excuse me. There we go, so I failed 3.
Okay. It's going to be 3s and 4s. That was a 4, I rolled it to a 6, so 2, 4, 6, 8, make 8 saves, Michael.
4, 6, 8.
Nice, failed 2.
Need a 6. Come on, give me a 6. There's a 6.
Oh, how dare you. Okay,
How
so he's got 1 wound left.
Everything in the doggos.
Okay, I'm going to use my last command point for all-out defense.
Okey dokey.
So you're 4s and 4s, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Now 6 auto wounds.
Okay.
So 10. That's nice.
1 dog dice.
Nice, good roll. See, you can roll up 4-ups too. You roll like a champ.
I am pretty good at rolling 4-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 dog dice.
Nice.
All right, let's start with his Spearing Tail. 1 attack, 2 to hit, 1 to wound. It hits. It wounds.
5 up. Failed it.
That is 2 damage. You can just make a little damage. Don't pull them because you've got wards, but just
Sure.
add up all your damage. Fell Claw, 2 to hit, or I'm sorry, 3 to hit and 3 to wound. Hits. Nothing.
Okay.
And then we've got the 3, 6,
The
8.
sword.
The Blade of Shadows. This is 3s and 3s. Make 4 saves.
5 ups. Saved 1.
Okay, that's 6 more damage, so you got 8 damage total from Bellicor.
6s. Saved 2, so I took 2, 4, 6 damage.
Okay, so we've got 4 chain rasps left. Okay, single Hex Wraith fighting into the doggos.
Yep.
He's a bounty hunter though, so that's
He
cool.
is. 3 attacks. 1 auto wound.
Okay,
So 2 wounds, rend 1.
save 1, fail 1.
2 damage. And then his horsey. 1 hit. 1 wound with the horsey, no rend.
Failed it.
2 damage.
So we've got 5 guys in. And I think they're out of range of the Blood Secrator. Yeah, they are. So I think they have 1 attack each.
Wow.
Yeah, they go from shitty to even shittier. Into the Hex Wraiths. Rerolling 1s.
Come on.
Okay.
Nice, you got 1.
Okay, make 3 saves.
Okay. Failed 1, 5 up. Took a damage.
Cool. Took a damage. Michael fixing to fight with the Hex Wraiths. 2 of them are going into the Reavers, and the leader is going into the Bloodthirster.
So 2 in the Reavers. Okay, they all hit. 1 auto wounds. Okay, so 3 wounds total into the Reavers.
-1 rend.
-1 rend.
Goes through.
Okay, 6 damage.
damage. Okay.
And then the horsies. 1 auto wound from the horsies.
Uh-huh.
Just 1 auto wound.
1 auto wound.
No rend.
6.
Okay. And then into the Thirster. 1 auto wound. Rend 1.
I failed it.
1 damage.
Okay.
And then the horse into the Thirster. 1 auto wound. 2 wounds total.
Save 1, fail 1.
All right. 1 damage.
Okay, 4 Flesh Hounds. This is 16 attacks.
Uh-oh.
This is 3s, rerolling 1s, 4s.
They're so much better than the humans.
They are, in every way.
Yeah.
They are a little bit more expensive though. Let's reroll these ones. Okay.
Only a little bit, right? Like only like 15 points?
105 versus, I think Blood Reavers are 80. But you gotta have Blood Reavers for blood type points.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's safe to say they're dead.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and roll it. It's 7 saves.
Can I use the Team America dice for these?
You can. They take 6 damage. Gotta roll 3 6s. They might survive.
Nope.
Just barely.
Just
all right,
barely.
just barely got eye for an eye. So that's all the fighting. Let's do some Battleshock. I can't take Battleshock and Bravery 6, so they die.
Okay.
And I killed one of your units. So 2 more units bite the dust, so I'm up to 3 blood type points.
And I'll auto pass that 1 Hex Wraith.
Okay, sounds
Because he
good.
lost 4.
All right, and then, well, he can't fail, he's Bravery 10. So 4 plus 6 is still 10.
I won't.
Yeah, keep your command point, good sir. All right, let's get on to the hero cam. I'll let you know how many points I scored. All right, we're back from my turn. I scored 3 points. I was unable to take this objective closest to us because I didn't have enough oomph to get rid of the Expert Conquerors. I did lift the unit of Expert Conquerors on the other side of the board though, and I currently have some Galatian Veterans and Bellicor standing on the objective. That got me eye for an eye, which was my battle tactic. Thank goodness, barely got it, down to the wound. Ghosts are a lot harder to kill than you think they are. Typically, this list bashes super hard, but it is what it is. So the score is currently 8-5. Khorne. So
Yep.
let's go ahead and get into your turn. Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tactic, man?
I'm going to do against the odds. right here. Heroic actions. We're going to try and get a CP with Reikenor. Not Reikenor, Kurdos. 4 up with Kurdos. He has a CP.
Let's try to get a CP with my Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster. Oh, it was a 6 and then it turned to a 2. Okay.
All right.
I have 3 Blood Tithe points, so he knows that I'm going to say no to 1 spell.
Right.
So which spell is it going to be? I also have a Wrath of Khorne, who is in range with +2 to Unbind as well. So I've got a couple tools.
Yep.
And then I can roll to Unbind everything else because I have lots of flesh outs.
So I'm going to start with Reikenor.
Yep.
He's going to snuff a corpse candle.
Uh-huh.
So what I was considering doing is snuffing a corpse candle myself, making it a 5-up, but then you definitely stop that one.
Sure.
And I just take a mortal for no reason. So
Sure.
Instead, I will do it to one of your doggos.
Okay, so my dog is going to take
1 mortal.
a mortal, and you're +1 to cast.
And I'm +1 to cast. Now I'm going to cast Wraith Storm instead of the Purple Sun.
Okay, sounds good.
And I'm going to cast it on that same doggo unit.
Okay.
I'm off on a 9. Would you like to get rid of it?
Yeah, I'll try to Unbind with Bellicor. It goes off.
Okay, so that's D3 mortals.
Okay.
For 3 mortals.
Okay. And then
now,
it does another D3?
Another D3 if he killed something, right?
Yeah, and you did.
Here's another D3 at you.
Okay.
For 3 more.
Okay, so I've got the leader dog left with 1 wound.
That was an obscene amount of wounds that Reikenor just did. Now the other guy is going to Spectral Lure. 5. He's going to reroll it because he's a Master of Magic.
Okay.
There's a 5. Nope.
Okay.
You get to hold on to your Blood Tithe points now.
Cool. All right, let's get into your movement phase. We'll be back. All right, Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Before we get started with you telling us what we did, those Flesh Hounds are back. And the reason why is because they ignore spells on a 6. We forgot about that during the hero phase, but we want to make sure we're following the rules. So I rolled the dice, and it was a 6. So we put back all the models that were wounded with Wraith Storm, and we gave me a Blood Tithe point, so I'm up to 4. And Michael, why don't you tell us what you did with your movement phase?
All right, so most of the castle moved up on Bellicor, which I'm not a huge fan of, right? Because even if I lift Bellicor, I'm still going to get smashed by Bloodthirsters.
Sure.
But I need to take that point, so that is what it is. He's screening with Bellicor, which you'll never see again. I fell out with this Hexwraith. He's going to either try and proc some mortals with his charge, or debuff someone a little bit.
Okay.
And then over on this side, so all of this moved forward, and you can see the Blade Geister in there, or the Blade Geister there, the Chain Gas are sitting there. Everything's within all their bubbles. And then on this side of the table, we fell out from the Bloodthirster, and we're going to chase those doggos down. The Chain Gas moved up, Chain Ras moved up, and then I moved my host and my guardian, or my, this isn't a guardian, this is Spirit Torment.
Yep.
Over on this corner of the point, just to hold it down.
Yep.
Just to hold it down. And then he's going to, at the end of combat phase, he's going to bring 3 more guys back.
Yeah,
which is
great.
We're just trying to screen out these Thirsters a little bit from stopping me.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at shooting, because Michael has 1 shooting unit.
I do.
All right, it's a little hard to see because they look just like the Blade Geist, but if you look real close, there's a few that have flails. Those are chain gas, and they're going to shoot at me. So what are you going to shoot at?
Let's put everything into Bellicor.
Okay, he's going to shoot into Bellicor.
All right. Hit on force. 1 hit. 1 wound.
4 up. I failed it.
1 damage.
That's some good shooting.
Let's charge with the big Blade Guy squad.
Okay, sounds good. What do they need?
I'm going to say a 6. Maybe a 5.
It's a 5.
5 up. Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Rerolling.
Michael is going to reroll.
It's 4.
Okay.
Hey, my big death squad of death is going to stand there
Okay.
and think about it.
I am very lucky.
That a 5 up rerolling
Michael
is a 98% chance.
Michael, to be fair though, I've watched you crush me with 6 up rerollable charges for the last 3 weeks.
Nope.
So that feels pretty good for me. I am so excited right now. Like, I am so overstimulated right now that you just failed the charge with those Blade Geists. Okay, Kurdos.
Kurdos gets an 8.
Okay, am I -1 to save or -1 to hit?
Depends on what I'm gonna be going after.
Okay, so Kurdos is done charging. What do you want to charge next, friend?
Let's, friend.
What do you want to charge next, friend? I'm not your friend, buddy.
Let's go with, since I wanted to do it, let's do Reikenor
Okay.
the Grimhailer. He's gonna go smite this wizard. Because he does stuff against wizards.
Reikenor the Grimhailer is going to charge into Bellicor.
Hey up!
Okay.
It's a 10. So
Now he fights last.
I'm gonna make Bellicor fight last.
Okay. Where do you want him?
So that his back of his base is within 3 inches of the spirit host.
Okay. There you go. Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
This little guy is gonna charge.
Okay.
Charging. Roll the 9.
Okay. Where is he going?
He's gonna -1 to save right there.
Okay. Sounds good.
And he's gonna ping in right here. Impact hits.
Okay. How many mortals?
Let's see. One.
One.
More now. I get a guy.
One mortal.
One little doggo.
Okay. All right. Hex Wraiths charging in. 10.
10. We're gonna make them fight last.
Okay. Sounds good.
I made a terrible, terrible mistake.
I'm gonna. You got the -1 to save off though. So.
I didn't need it.
I'm gonna stomp into the Hex Wraith.
Ah!
Okay.
The dice gods, they're with me today.
Yeah, that's all I got for monstrous actions.
Okay.
So I've rolled, let's just bear in mind that I've rolled 3 1s in a row on monstrous actions, so now I'm just going to proc for the rest of the game. Okay, so where do you want to activate first?
So both of these units are fight lasted.
Yep.
So I'm going to start on the not fight lasted doggos.
Okay, sounds good.
With the Hex Wraith. Hitting on 2s. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Goes through.
Okay.
2 damage. Okay, keep going.
And then the doggos. Or the doggos, the horsies. 2 wounds.
6s. Goes through. So that's 6 damage.
Yes.
That is the unit. So up to 5 blood type points.
Way to go, Hex Wraith.
Yeah. Craven King fighting into Bellicor.
These are hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
Okay.
2 auto wounds.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 wounds.
Okay, and what's the damage?
They're 3 damage apiece.
Okay. 4s. Failed 1.
Okay, 3 damage.
Okay.
And now his hand, his spectral claws from his buddies. These are gonna be 3s and 3s. And
Because
that's
you're
it.
+1 to hit and +1 to wound, right?
Yep.
What gives you the +1 to hit aura?
The chain gas.
Okay, gotcha.
So 2.
Okay. Save him.
Okay. And then let's do Reikenor the Grimhailer.
Okay.
He has 5 attacks with chain with the Fell Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. 1 auto wound.
Okay.
Okay, so 3 wounds, and they're 2 damage apiece.
Failed 2, so I take 4 more damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7 damage total.
And
so
then-
he's suffered 10.
And then the horsey,
Yep, and the horse.
needing horse hits, 1 auto wound, 1 wound from the horse,
Failed.
1 damage from the horse.
Okay, so I suffered 11.
11. Okay, and then let's go with their. Ooh, that's way too many attacks, Michael.
Yeah, you've got how
not-
many attacks each? 2?
2. I counted out for a full man squad.
Okay, so you got 7 attacks.
Yep,
Nice roll.
they all hit.
All hit. That swung back hard. So 2
Yep.
wounds,
2 wounds. Rend 1.
6s. 1 guy dies.
Dose damage.
Okay.
Let's see if the horsey can punch it through. 1 auto wound.
Okay.
So 2 wounds total.
I failed it, so they're dead. 6 blood tithe points. All right, Be'lakor is going to attack. He's at a -1 to hit, so he's going to be hitting on 4s with his Blade of Shadow. Everything is going to go into Kurdos. I lied. The Spearing Tail is going to go into the Hex Wraith. I'm just going to see if I can lift him, because it's 1 3-inch attack.
Sure.
So let's just try that first real quick. It's going to be 3s and 3s and 5s. Okay? No! Okay, it was worth a try. And then everything else is going into Kurdos. So Fell Claw, 4 and 3. Fails. And then 4 attacks from the Blade of Shadows, 4s. 3 hit, and then 3s. Okay, so you got 2 saves.
4s. Fail them both.
4 damage.
So we're going to push these to the hosts. And 3s. I push them all to the hosts.
Okay, beautiful. Hosts take 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
All right, beautiful combat, Michael. Let's get on to the hero cam, and we'll let you know how many points Michael scored. Here we are after Michael's turn, bottom of battle round 2. Michael, tell us how many points you scored, bro.
Scored 5 points.
Nice.
I hold 1, hold 2, hold more. That being the proving ground was what really saved me over there.
Because you have a galley vet on there, so you're still able to get it back.
Yep, and then I completed my battle tactic, which was against the odds.
Yep, you got against the odds. I am up to 6 blood tithe points, score being 8 to 10, and we're gonna get into a sweet roll off. 1 second, I'm staring at a wound marker that doesn't exist anymore, and it's bothering me. Okay, that was a dead flesh hound. All right, Michael, I break tithes. Let's see what we get. Okay, I am going to take the turn. We'll be back at the top of battle round 3. Welcome back, it's battle round 3. I had to take the turn because Michael, I got really, really lucky when Michael's Bladegeist Revenants did not get into combat. So now is the time, now is the time to go. So for my battle tactic, I am going to do barge through enemy lines. It seems pretty doable.
Yep.
This is a proving ground, and I currently have no Galatian veterans on there, so I might be able to get it, I might not be able to get it, so we'll see how it goes. And for my heroic, I'm just going to heroic recovery my Bloodthirster. He's good for 1, so he suffered 1 wound.
I will try to get an extra command point with Kurdos. And that's at the start of the hero phase?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna move like this, and then it's gonna land right there,
Okay.
like that.
Yes.
So it flew over the chain rasps, so they're gonna take D3 on a 2-up. They do. The chain rasps take 1.
6. Okay.
Okay, and then it's gonna fly up in the air and smash down onto the spirit hosts. And it does for 1.
Okay.
Let's do some casting now.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Arcane Bolt.
Do it.
Arcane Bolt?
You're gonna
Is that
perils.
even-
You're gonna perils
And kill him.
Kill him.
I know, it's
do
so
it.
terrible. Like,
Go ahead.
what else do I have though?
You want an
You know
Arcane
what I
Bolt.
mean?
You want an Arcane
I want an Arcane Bolt. I like D3 mortal wounds. Okay, so that goes off on a 5. Okay, you'll say no.
Doesn't he have a fight on top bracket spell?
No.
Oh.
He does not. He has fight when you die spell, and he has enfeeble foe. But
Okay.
the fight when you die spell is for Legion of the First Prince. Yeah, let's have him do Mystic Shield on the Boom Thirster. Okay, that's a 6.
Huh. Then
I have the worst casting with him today. He did one thing and it did nothing.
It actually, no, it hurt himself.
It hurt himself, and he did his ability, which was maybe good, maybe not good.
Sure.
I don't know. Okay, let's pray. I am going to do Killing Frenzy on this Bloodthirster. No, let's do Killing Frenzy on this Bloodthirster right here.
Got it.
Goes off.
Perfect. Killing Frenzy was plus...
Plus 1 to hit.
Plus 1 to hit?
He's got all out attack.
Nice.
I'll put it on him. I'll put it right on him. Okay. I'm not going to use any of my Blood Tithe abilities. I am just going to get right into movement. Yep, I'm going to get right into movement. We'll be right back.
Oh my goodness, look at all these demons.
I was waiting to win that roll off, because if you won that roll off, those Bladegeist were going to go off. So here we are. Yeah, so the Bloodthirster with the +1 attack with the axe is just marching forward, getting ready to do his favorite thing ever, which is outrageous carnage. Then we've got my general with the giant flail. He's going in hard. He had a 14-inch move. Remember, I'm going for barge. I haven't quite barged yet. I need to get a bloodthirster past this line. So I've got a couple charge opportunities to do so there. Bellicor bravely fell out of combat. And then next to him, you can see that the Blood Secrator came out of garrison. He's within 6, which is great. He was able to hop out and keep everybody inside his aura. And then over here on the outside, we've got one fight first Bloodthirster who has only suffered 1 wound, and he feels like he can try to do everything on his own on that side of the battlefield. So let's see what happens. First thing I'm going to do is a Burning Roar with the Hellhounds. Now, I'm going to Burning Roar from the rear end instead of the front of myself, and I'm going to Burning Roar straight toward the Spirit Host. It was Taco Night last night. Let's see if I can wound. 2.
Taco Night.
It misses.
Hey!
Okay, let's go ahead and shoot everything from the Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster into those Spirit Hosts as well. Okay, he's within 8 for his Burning Roar. He's also within 12 for his Flail. So let's do the Burning Roar first. On a 2-up, D3 mortal wounds. It happens for 2 mortal wounds. Okay, you got us a host.
And the hostess with the mostest.
And then let's flail him. If I can hit and wound and you don't make any wards, that would be so fun. It's not going to happen though. 3? I told you. Okay, best shooting in the West. Let's go ahead and get into charges.
Oh boy. All right, where are these flesh hounds going?
I don't know yet. I'm just going to roll a charge. They get to re-roll charges innately, so let's see what happens. They roll a 3, and then let's try again, and they roll an 8. So they're going to go this way.
Way over there.
Way over there. Fighty McFightFirstison is going to try to charge
Need a
into
3.
some chain rasps.
Hi-ya.
He gets a 10.
All right.
So he is going to go
anywhere he wants.
He is going to go where a Bloodthirster belongs, on the center of the objective. Okay. So let's start with the super choppy one first and see if he gets a big enough charge to get in. That's a 3. So that's going to be my reroll.
Good call.
And let's do it. That's a 7.
More than enough.
My general is going to charge.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a 12.
Like the next 800-pound gorilla, he goes wherever he likes.
We're done charging, folks. Mm-hmm. I am going to roar into your Blade Geists.
Roaring the Blade Geists.
They are not roared. I cannot do monstrous actions today.
It's okay. I'm not sure what roar would do for you.
I'm gonna stomp right here.
Okay, stomping.
Okay, they get stomped for 2.
Dos mortals.
I don't understand you.
I don't.
Like, why?
I'm not sure.
All right, so 2 of those guys go down. Okay, so the Fight First Bloodthirster is out of the 16-inch aura, so he's not going to have +1 attack, but this one is in.
Yeah.
And he's got +1 attack already, so he'll be +2 attack. It makes 0 sense to activate anything else before I activate those 2. So I'm going to start with the Fight Firster.
Yeah.
The Fight Thirster. Okay, so this is just going to be vanilla. This is 4s rerolling 1s and 2s. Everything's going into the chain rasps with the Boom Thirster. Let's see what we get.
Reroll the 1s. Thank goodness. Okay, that's fine.
And then, so 3, and then 2s. So you've got 2 saves.
5s. Save 1.
D6 for 2.
6s. That was the best.
Got me.
That was the best thing that could have happened to me.
Yeah, it got me 2 chain rasps.
Here we discorporate.
Okay. Here I do all out attack. 3s rerolling 1s.
Got it. Nice. Get those rerolls. Okay. All right, guys. Hold on. Is it the on fire? Let's get some on fire. No, there's a demon. Do the demon head in chat.
Do the demon head if you think I'm going to roll 3 6s right now.
Do the demon head in chat.
I've
Here
got
we go.
2, 4, 6 dice here. How many 6s am I going to get? 2s to wound.
I want you to get all of them.
Okay, that's 2.
That's fine.
So
that's great.
That's 8 mortal wounds to everything around.
Yep.
So let's have you resolve that first, and then you'll have 5 saves to make into your guys.
Okay.
Everything gets hit except for your lone hex ray. So let's do 8 mortal wounds into these bad boys.
5s. We took 3, 4, 5.
Okay. You want to pull from the back?
Pull
or
from the
front?
back.
Okay. You want to hit this guy back. You're pissed.
If we can, I would like to.
Okay. Now, Guardian of Souls, see if he survives.
Is he within 8?
He is absolutely within 8.
This is so bad.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's within
Is he within
7.
3 of the little guys?
I'm going to let you measure that. I don't want to steal your fate.
Just drop the 3.
He's definitely not within 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here he goes. 6s. He's so dead. He's dead. Remove the model. Okay, so that's grand strategy failed.
Okay.
Because the general's dead.
And I've got a blood tithe point, so I'm up to 7. Okay.
Let's take.
Spirit hosts.
I'm gonna do Reikenor.
Reikenor, yeah. Reikenor is next to. Oh, you don't want to kill the spirit host?
I would prefer
first?
not to.
Okay.
So there's how many wounds remaining on those guys? 5. So let's start with 5. See if I can push 5.
Okay. From Reikenor.
From Reikenor. So Reikenor takes 1.
And then you push 4.
Which means there's 1 left that I can push. I'll push it on a 3. Nope, Reikenor takes 1.
Okay.
I'll push it on a 3. Okay, so he's dead.
Yep.
And now Reikenor will take a ward. So Reikenor's taken 3. And he has 1 on him.
No,
so
he's only taken 2 because there was only 1 that didn't pass. He's taken 2.
And then the last one.
Okay.
There's 3 total, and then he's already. So there you go.
Kurdos?
Kurdos is gonna eat it.
You hate Kurdos.
Kyle,
so much.
Kurdos is not good.
Find us in the comments if you think Kurdos is good. He's so dead. Okay, so I maxed out on blood tithe points.
Yes.
Okay. Michael and I are just happy that we get to edit a 3 battle round game. JK, you still have play.
I
you still have play. Okay. And the chain ghasts.
Oh, I forgot those little guys were there. Oh, they're hosed. They're so dead.
This was a good outrageous carnage. I might take this over the Ren from now on.
I saved 1 of them. They're dead.
Okay, because they only have 2 wounds apiece, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, now you need to make 5 saves and they're d6 damage.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4s. I failed 3.
Okay.
Give me 3d6 damage. Oh!
16 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
Oh, they're still alive.
I saved 4 of those.
Okay, so take
12
12 more damage.
Yep.
So you've got 3 guys left.
Pull
from the front now?
Pull from the front
Okay,
now, because
you've decided that you don't want to fight them.
Yeah, we need to be able to maybe rally.
You need to be able to rally, yeah. All right, well, Michael, I'm not gonna lie, that felt amazing.
Was that fun?
I had so much fun. If you guys follow our channel a lot, you know that Michael keeps taking my Khorne into my Bone Reaper's army and just obliterating me. So I finally got to do that.
They're great. They're really fun.
They're so fun. So I'm done fighting with my fight first stuff.
Yes.
So where do you want to go? Spirit Torment fighting into the dogs. Let's see what he gets. I'll do all out defense. I have 2. So.
Okay. This is Ren 2.
Okay.
Hit on 3s. They all miss.
Pretty glad that I did an all out defense.
Stoked.
Dogs are going to fight into the hosts.
Okay. Makes sense.
12 attacks, 3s and 4s. I'm re-rolling 1s.
Why?
Because
greater
I'm a
demon.
demon and I am under the umbrella.
That's right.
Okay,
Okay, that's good.
not wholly within 16, so no extra attacks. This was still in the box. Did you see that?
Nope, I didn't.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say I missed.
Okay.
So you've got 6 saves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4s. That's 7, but I failed badly. They're dead. Oh, I have wards.
2 damage.
I have wards.
Yeah. So you fail
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now they're dead.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, look at all those auto wounds.
I hate it. 5
It's
saves.
OP. It's OP.
That's OP, bro. That's OP, bro. Get your chain wrasse out of here. 4s. He takes 4 wounds. He doesn't care, dude.
What a knucklehead.
What a knucklehead.
His
Okay.
brother's over there killing my whole army, and this guy can't kill chain rats.
It was those 2 extra attacks, dude. That was gnarly. Okay. The general is going to tag the objective and then fight into the spirit host. You're gonna love this.
Okay.
So he's Bloodlords.
Yep.
So he gets to reroll 1s to hit, and he also gets to reroll 1s to wound because you are a hero.
Mm-hmm.
And he's killing frenzied, so he's hitting on 2s. So he hits on 2s and wounds on 2s.
Rerolling ones.
Rerolling 1s to hit and wound. 2s rerolling 1s, 2s rerolling 1s on 6 attacks.
Nice. Reroll that one.
Okay.
Perfect. Rerolling.
Oh, okay, so you got 5 saves to make. These are D3 damage apiece.
4 ups.
What? That was amazing.
Wasted all my rolls on that.
I am so proud of him. That was amazing. Okay, Reikenor gets to fight.
5 attacks with the Fell Reaper.
Yep.
Your guy's not a wizard or a priest, is he?
No, he's not.
Here we go. I have no more bonuses anymore, so hit on 3s. Wound on 3s. Okay, so -2 rend.
Save 1, fail 2.
2 damage piece.
Okay. He is not within an inch of that terrain, so he'll take 4 damage.
And then the horse. 1.
I failed it. So he'll take 5 damage total.
At the end of combat, I will res these 3 guys.
Okay. Yeah, and I wouldn't have had that objective anyway.
And then
Unfortunately.
I'll spend the command point to auto pass morale on the guys that lost 17.
Seems smart.
Seems smart.
Seems smart. Yeah, okay, that was productive. I'm not gonna get as many points as I wanted, but I think I am in a good spot with the board state. So let's get onto the hero cam and we'll go over how many points I scored.
Oh, David. So what'd you score?
I only scored 3 points, but it was bloody.
It was a good 3 points.
Yeah, we did so many mortal wounds. So let's see, we did 8 mortal wounds to 6 different units. So
It's a lot.
48 mortals before he ignored, obviously, because he's a ghost, so he discorporated everything. But it was insane. It was really, really good. His brother over here, who fights first, did a mighty 2 damage. And then the other Bloodthirster who had Killing Frenzy, 2s rerolling 1s, 2s rerolling 1s, and then you rolled 5 4-ups.
Right.
Couldn't believe that. I almost had this objective too, did not get it. So 3 points. So the score is currently 10 to 11. I'm only up by a point, and Michael still has a whole turn to go. So Michael, what are you gonna do for your battle tactic, bro?
I'm going to do desecrate their lands.
Okay.
Was this scattered or is this actually?
That is actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to desecrate that because I currently own it.
Yeah, so you don't even have to move.
Nope. So I desecrate that. And now we'll go into heroic actions.
Okay, sounds good.
I would like to.
I have 1 command point.
I'd like to get a CP with Reikenor.
Okay,
You got it.
he gets it. I am going to Heroic Recovery Bellicor. He gets it for 2. So he has now suffered 9. Okay, we've got start of hero phase stuff.
So, at start of hero phase stuff, we have 2 abilities that proc at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm controlling the player, so I'm going to say which way they proc.
Right.
So I want to do a rally, but at the same time, he wants to do a fight with his Boomthirster.
Fight in the hero phase.
I don't want to
4
rally.
blood type points.
I don't want to rally until
You see if there's
I
anything
see
left.
if there's anything left.
Okay, all right.
So you go first.
I like it.
So what is it called? What terrible thing are you about to do to my army?
What greasy, sweaty, sweat drip ability am I going to do? Well, I'm in combat with Reikenor.
Yep.
My Bloodthirster has +2 to his attacks because of the Blood Secretor and then because of his artifact. And I can use a Blood Blessing, not a Blood Blessing of Khorne, I can use a Boundless Might ability. Scratch that. I can use a Blood Tithe reward ability called Apoplectic Frenzy. I pick a friendly Khorne unit within 3 inches of an enemy unit. That Khorne unit can make a pile-in move and then attack with all the melee weapons it is armed with.
So good.
So he just did 70 mortal wounds, and he's like, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
This is like the infomercial of death. So
Yeah.
I am going to go down to 4 blood tithe points. I'm going to make a pile-in, and the fun thing about this pile-in move is going to bring the Hex Wraith into range as well.
I cannot discorporate Reikenor because we're in the hero phase.
That is true.
So just murder the whole army.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I have 7 attacks now. I can't do all out attack because we're out of phase.
But you.
So it's 4s rerolling 1s, 2s rerolling 1s.
Yeah.
With
Okay,
7
everybody.
attacks.
Here we go.
Hold on a second.
What? I'm all prepped.
Something's happened, Michael.
What'd you
I've
do?
suffered 5 wounds, so I need to see where my.
Oh, thank God.
I think I lost an attack.
Oh,
I'm
thank
still gonna
goodness.
do it. It's just not as scary for you.
And it does less mortals, right?
Well, it does 3 for every 6 instead of 4.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's where I am. I still have 5 attacks with the Great Axe though, so
Damn.
it's still 7 attacks. Okay, so Outrageous Carnage is going to be 3 mortal wounds per 6 instead of 4.
Okay.
All right, let's see what he gets. 4s
a little bit
rolling
better.
1s.
I like those 2s and 3s.
I hate that. 2s rerolling 1s. Okay.
Uh-oh, here's the 6. Okay.
Okay, so 4 mortal wounds to everything around.
3 mortal wounds to everything around.
3 mortal wounds to everything around.
So 3 mortal wounds on the Bladegeist.
Yep.
They're dead.
Okay.
I never even got to play with them. Okay. 3 mortal wounds on the Hex Wraith. He's dead.
Okay.
3 mortal wounds on Reikenor. He takes 2.
Okay.
So he's taken 5 damage. He's
Yep.
down to 2 wounds left.
And now he needs to make 2 saves,
Oh no.
d6 damage.
He failed 1, saved 1, failed 1.
6 damage.
Oh my God. Why?
Brutal.
Look at that. He still died.
He still takes 2 wounds, even though you just rolled 4 6s
He
on
still
6
died.
dice. Now here is the ridiculous thing about that whole thing that just happened, is I used 4 blood tithe points for that, and I just got 3 back. So I'm up to 7 blood tithe points. Michael, would you like to rally? Just kidding. Michael has been smashing me to death with this same exact list.
I think it's much better now.
I think it's much better too. I enjoy this list. It's very okay.
I think we're
What's
gonna.
next?
I think we're gonna do a quick, very quick turn, like to the point.
Do you have any casting?
No.
All right, we're gonna move.
I think we're just gonna do a quick talk through and then call it.
Okay.
I'm literally going to move here, out of 3,
Yep.
and then just stay there, barge, and we call the game.
Okay.
Because there's nothing.
So you're gonna do that. Is this guy gonna retreat?
Yeah,
Okay, so he's out of combat.
done.
Cool. All right. We'll be back on the hero cam to let you know how many points Michael scored. How many points Michael scored.
All right, Wargamers, we're here for the wrap-up. We have called the game. I have conceded after David did a gazillion mortal wounds.
It was a gazillion. It was a lot. So Michael took his turn, bottom of 3. He ended up scoring 3 points, desecrate their lands, and holding 1 objective, bringing him to 13. So the score at the bottom of 3 was 13 to 11. We went into the roll-off on 4. I broke ties. We both rolled 4s. So I would have taken the turn. I would have done desecrate their lands because I was all up in there. I could have finished the job with the rest of the models that were on the board, and then maybe for my last battle tactic, I could have killed 10 models. 8 models or something like that. So anyway, that being said, I would have scored another 10 points plus my battle tactic, bringing me to a grand total of 24 to Michael's 13. So that was one hell of a game.
Yep.
We really, really hope all of you enjoyed that game. That was a blast. Kind of a weird counter for the Nighthaunt army, which is pretty darn good right now. So that was very, very fun. Big shout out to our members, our affiliate Baron of Dice, and if you're new to the channel, please take time to share this channel with other people, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into the wrap up, and Michael, I want your thoughts on how your army performed today first.
I think my army performed fine. I was nervous about Nighthaunt into Khorne because of how Nighthaunt works. So how Nighthaunt works is it's all about your auras and it's all about these bubbles. So literally Nighthaunt makes a castle and then moves around the field in this big castle.
Yeah.
And from the onset, I knew I needed to not do that and I needed to split up a little bit. But as soon as I went to go into you and I went to lift Bellicor, it all fell apart.
Yeah, he had a couple wounds on him.
But even, like, I failed the charge.
Yeah.
I didn't get to kill Bellicor.
The 5-inch re-rolling with the Blade Geist was huge.
Yeah.
Because they would have just melted Bellicor off the charge.
Right.
Because that would have been 20 dice, $5.
And then that keeps your guy a little bit further out, so he doesn't get to nuke everything.
Correct.
So when you come in and hit me the next turn, you would be at arm's reach.
Yep.
I did make a mistake of moving my Torment to this side of the field.
Yes. Yeah.
He had no business being on that side of the field. It was like this. I was trying to be clever. I was worried about being in the castle, and so I tried to move off to that side, and it just meant he was going to get punched in the face. So I never got to use his relic. I never got to do anything.
+1 attack relic. Yeah, that's right. You have the +1 attack relic. Yeah.
Because his job is to stand next to the Blade Geist, and I couldn't do that. The Grimhailer did fine.
Yeah.
But my Hex Rays were the only thing that were really performing.
Yeah, and I couldn't kill either one of those units, which I thought was weird. I thought I was going to get both of them, and they just stuck around. So, yeah, they definitely did good. Who's your MVP, man?
Hex Rays.
Hex Rays?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Hex Rays are the MVP. Double moving kept you off of the objective.
Yeah.
Kept me scoring points.
And then you fell in with those expert conquerors on the other edge of the objective, and I had no way to answer that. So I just had to keep like tearing my way through your army, which, you know, fortunately for me in this game, it worked out. But the 5-inch rerolling charge that you failed for the Blade Geist and then me winning initiative on 3 was massively huge.
Yeah.
Because then I got that nasty Bloodthirster in. So, because I made a couple mistakes, you know. I took the first turn and then turned off your Blade Geists, and I don't know if I should have taken the first turn on 2. I feel like I maybe could have let you go in turn 2, and then I would have had a double turn bottom of 2 into 3 because I won the roll off on. Nope, you would have won the roll off because we both rolled 4s. Yeah, that probably was the right choice to do that.
I think it was fine.
But that meant that it freed up the Blade Geist. I got extremely lucky that they didn't get into me, and I got extremely lucky also rolling a 10 and getting rid of the Purple Sun.
Yeah. The Purple Sun did nothing, and I teched just to bring the Purple Sun, and I mismeasured by like a ½ inch, so he couldn't go where I wanted him to go.
Yeah.
So I had him back, and then he was out of position the whole time.
Right. Saved me 1 turn. If you could have gotten him out where you wanted to, the Purple Sun, then you could have moved in the hero phase onto this terrain here, and you could have tried to zap 2 Bloodthirsters.
Yeah.
That could have hurt really bad if my general died, or if you killed the Fight First Insensate Rage. So some things happen.
The anti-magic from the Khorne is really good.
Yeah.
Like, just to say no to a spell is bonkers.
Yeah, just being able to do it is like your opponent knows that there's no point in trying to cast this one thing because I know that he's just waiting to say no to it.
Right.
Now, if you're sitting on 6 blood type points, it's even worse because it's like
I can do it twice.
I could do it twice or 3 times, depending on what kind of stuff you're worried about getting cast on you. So yeah, I think Khorne is really good. Their new abilities all happen. I missed cast and took D6. I ignored a spell and got a blood type point. Yeah, I didn't get to do one of the battle tactics on camera because we'd already called it, but I potentially could have done that. I mean, they're fun. They're really fun, and I love the Bloodthirsters. My LVP is going to be the Bloodthirster that fights first. Boy, did he do nothing.
He couldn't kill a thing.
He didn't do anything, and he procced Outrageous Carnage, but then you ignored 3 of the 4 and the Hex rates, and then he did, I think, 1 damage or 3 damage with his axe.
Yeah.
You being able to ignore Rend is huge, because usually, like, if you take a bunch of mortal wounds against a Bloodthirster like that, and then you're also neg 2 d6 damage, it's just like this trickle effect. Like, every time, every time they roll 1 or 2 6s, they're going to wreck.
Well, and then the other Bloodthirster's brother, when he exploded, and then I into the Blade Geist, I did 5 up wards, and I was like, okay, we're fine. I got plenty of guys left. I'm gonna kill this dude. And then I failed 3.
Yes.
And you rolled 16.
Yeah, I rolled 16 damage.
Or was it 17 damage?
It was 16. I rolled boxcars and a 4.
Oh.
So yeah, so he did 16 damage. Then you're like, all right, we're thinking about his turn. We're like, all right, this is what Michael's gonna do. And I was like, I think I'm just gonna fight in the hero phase because I had all of these blood type points. So I did. So he lifted like 3 or 4 units in the combat, and then in Michael's hero phase, he lifted 3 more units off the board. And the most hilarious thing about that is I got almost all my blood type points back after using that ability.
So how many points did he kill all by his lonesome? So like
he killed Reikenor, Kurdos.
210. So Kurdos is 210. Reikenor is 190.
He killed 20 Blade Geists.
So we're up to 400 points.
He killed the Chain Gas.
The Blade Geists are 350.
Yep.
So that's 750 points.
Then he killed the Chain Gas.
Now 850.
And he killed the Guardian of Souls.
1,000 points.
He killed 1,000 points in 1 combat and 1 hero phase.
Yeah, that's...
Go out and get yourself a Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage. Only $155 on GW. Yeah, so he's obviously going to be my MVP. That's about as good as you can get one of those to go. Being able to hop out of the garrison so I can reach out farther with the Bloodsecrator and then also giving him +1 attack was extremely good. I would do that again. I usually do the one where you get extra rend on there because -3 rend and d6 damage is tasty. But I don't know, 7 attacks with that thing is pretty bomb.
I feel like your LVP should actually be Bellicor.
Yeah, he sucks, dude. He couldn't cast anything.
Nope.
He didn't do any damage, and I only shut off 1 unit for 1 turn because I had to take that turn.
It was a big 1 unit for big 1 turn. My whole army is based around that 1 unit rolling around the board.
Sure.
So it was big.
Yeah, it was big.
In this current meta, that Death Stars are a big thing.
Yeah.
For him to be able to like, hey, that Death Star doesn't get to do anything.
Yeah,
for 2
and then
turns.
it's 12 inches behind the rest of your army.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, he just sucked, but like he also sucked. They're both equally LVP.
Okay.
They're both gonna not get invited to this guy's next party because he crushed.
Everybody loses.
Yeah, his new nickname is Crush, and his new nickname is Little Feather because he just tickles you with that axe. He doesn't really do any damage with it. So,
Speaking of tickling,
yeah,
Kurdos.
Kurdos is a tickler, man. He just tickled Bellicor because Bellicor has a non-rendable save, so he doesn't care about -3 rend.
Oh man.
I think he did 7 damage. People love him though, man.
People love him. I mean, I was sitting there, I was talking with, the one game I lost to at the tournament was a guy named Kyle, great guy. He's in the Discord. And he took him and he did great in that game. And he was talking, he was like, I'm telling you, man, this is the best unit in the game, he says. And I was like, I mean, can't be wrong. He's a good Nighthaunt player.
Yeah, he got 4th place at Boise Cup with Nighthaunt, man. That's the first time I've actually seen Nighthaunt in the top 5.
Yeah.
Obviously at the Seattle Open, I don't think their tome was out yet. And then in the San Diego Open, there was some Nighthaunt players, but they didn't do that well. So. Yeah, man. I mean, I think he's good if you get lucky. I don't know. To be fair, if he fought into a Bloodthirster, he would have done twice as much damage.
Yes.
But because I have a non-rendable 4-up with Bellicor, that was the best thing to go into him.
Yep.
Proving Grounds and Expert Conquerors saved your bacon for a couple turns, though. I think I probably would have lost on points if you had won the roll-off on 3. Because the roll-off on 3, you would have gotten into me, and then I would have started getting behind in points.
Sure.
And you might have been able to stuff me from getting any battle tactics or getting my grand strat, because my grand strat was to take your territory.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it always does, it came down to the roll-off on Battle Round 3, but that was one hell of a game. So I think that's probably about it for this battle report. We're gonna do some polls to see what you guys want to see against Soulblight Gravelords, because I got a massive Soulblight Gravelords army to put on the table that Michael has been working his ass off to paint. So we're gonna see what you want to see go into Soulblight Gravelords.
Sounds great. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this epic battle. We hope you appreciated it. We hope you liked it. We'll see you for the next one.